Here we are again, back on Dartmoors. Today we're at Two Bridges. What an area!
We've put a lot more stuff in our packs and made them bigger and heavier.
Bursting at the f***ing seams.
What do you think, viewers? Too much?
Oh, here we are. Here's base camp for the night.
That's the money shot right there, isn't it?
The first mouthful is all like...
That reminds me of my uncle.
You see how we've lowered the tone? Just drinking a yogurt.
Right, hurt back of my throat.
What about?
Pongiano.
Here we are, aren't we?
Here we are again, back on Dartmoors.
Where are we at today?
Today we're at Two Bridges.
Yeah.
Decided to do a walk out of a book that I've acquired, Walking on Dartmoor by John Herb. The Earl of John.
Earl of Johnstead's.
Answers a lot of questions that I've had about Dartmoor.
Like who made it?
Do you want to talk a bit about our packs?
Now, I don't know if you can see, we've put a lot more stuff in our packs and made them bigger and heavier.
Yeah, bursting at the f***ing seams.
It wasn't really intentional,
No.
but this seems to have happened.
So we were hiking and camping once again on Dartmoor. So join us as we adventure out into the North East Moor again, is it? North East? It's almost the centre. We're near Two Bridges and we're going that way. Come on. So we're going first, Crockern Tor. Yeah, I definitely think lighter pack is in order. It's hard going today, and I've also got a cheap shitty pack as well, which doesn't help. You buy cheap, you buy twice.
Hello, Salmon and Nothing viewers. This massive one here is the highest part of Crockern Tor.
Can we both get on that at the same time?
First up of the day.
Waypoint 1 reached. 7-Eleven! I had to do it.
It's got to be done. Also, conveniently, it looks like there's a track leading in the direction of the next tour we want to go to. What could possibly go wrong?
Shh. So it looks like we've got some nice tours to take in today. It gets a bit more bleak over there. It's good. And another thing we're going to get to see, and possibly where we're going to camp, is Wistman's Wood. Which I've heard a lot about, never actually been there.
No.
So that's Littaford there where the people were near.
Yeah, then you've got the settlements, and then you've got this little outcrop here that isn't named. Littaford is 450, and then you've got this outcrop at 466, and then behind it, Longaford Tor. So that's got to be the big one in the back. Should we get to Longaford and have a little break?
Yeah, that would be a good place to stop, I should think, wouldn't it? Well, there seems plenty to take in up here again, Nath, doesn't there?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I'll check in a minute this book, the walk we're following, see where he takes us. I've got a feeling it's in behind over that tor and on again, so I'll have a look in a minute.
It's much quicker up these hills without a pack on, isn't it?
Oh, it makes a difference, doesn't it? People on the summit, so something or nothing. Do it quietly. This is another tour, Longaford. Get the crossing more tours off now, Nath, haven't we?
Yeah.
I just shit.
Oh, no, again. He's in the top tonight. Thank after last time.
I think I might have given myself some sort of IBS.
That must be Wistman's wood down there.
Yeah, goes all the way
Cuts
down.
off another couple of squares by the end of the day.
On this by.
I think we're around 20 odd, 30, I think, squares out of 365.
Yeah, so we've done that in 12 months. So 5 years we'll do 100, 15 years we'll do 300.
You're getting there.
16, 17, 18 and a bit years at this rate.
I need to get dressed by other people. No, the shitty little thing, I can't tighten it up. Just grip me.
We don't normally touch each other.
It does look funny filming you with your massive backpack on this time.
Yeah? What do you think, viewers? Too much? Have I explained to you the reason why?
Alright, I won't keep going on about it. Carrying my tent, my accommodation for the night, as you put it. You didn't have to bring your accommodation.
You made enough comments about my arse and how it smelt that time. It's fine, I take it in. I'll sleep outside.
White Tor. Coming on Nothing! That's a good one. That was a good one.
Right, hurt back of my throat a little bit.
Did it?
I think I could have done better without jerking my mouth. What? Not
Jerking in your mouth.
not code.
John L. Lost my f***ing page. Oh, it's easy to find because we're 29.
Do you want me to keep recording?
Oh, are you? Hello there. Hello there. I'm Trevor. Come on Dartmoor with me. Let's be going exploring. Okay, so we're on higher White Tor, 527 metres, the highest of the tours we're going on today, I think. And in a minute we're going to drop down slightly to lower White Tor down there. And then once we've done lower White Tor, we drop down into the valley a bit more, and we're going to go and find Brown's house. It's across rather awkward tussocky ground, and be careful to avoid Brown's house bog to the east. And we read a bit about Brown's house when we're down there.
Hi-ho! That's rough talk.
With the range hut on it.
Yeah. So Brown's house is just down over there.
Carry on then, babe.
Trash on, no?
Just on. Getting a bit wet underfoot, you isn't it now? Getting a bit wet underneath our feet. They said there's a bog to the east, old John O.
I think his compass might be because would you sell? John, you're a
So Brown's hut's here somewhere. Whether we're going to be able to identify it is another matter.
Well, it's one of these two little bits of stone here.
It's an interesting spot though, isn't it? I mean, why would you want to build a hut or a house here?
Well, I think I'm going to read you a little story about that in a minute.
Oh right, I look forward to that with bated breath.
There's some little hut, little stonework here. I think we found the bog to the east. So you want to go under it, perhaps? You're east. I'm going to try going the bottom way. I'll meet you in there. Oh yes, bit boggy. I haven't got my gaiters on. Well, Nath's made it. I should have just followed Nath. He's getting comfy. He's setting up camp, waiting for me. It's going well for me until this bit here. I've only got to get across this. Might be treading there. Do you know what's going to happen, don't you? I'm going to end up having to walk around to get to him. I hate it when he's right.
So Trev has been walking around the outside of the Brown's house for some time. Didn't want to follow me around to the east. Yes, there was a bog there, but I was pretty much there already. But here he is.
Without getting wet. Right, boy.
Right, boy. How we going?
I'm not too bad. How on earth are you?
I'm alright, I'm hungry.
Do you want to eat here?
Well, we got a fair old up afterwards,
Yeah.
so...
Let's have a stop and eat. Get this bag off my back.
How we doing, Trev?
I'm alright now.
Eating some melon, is he, boy?
Did I ever tell you I love melon?
You've never mentioned it.
No, I try not to make a big thing about it, you know. So, in the words of John Earl, walking on Dartmoor, we're going to find out what Mrs. Brown's boy's house all about. Brown's house. I do not know what they got up to on dark Dartmoor winter nights, but this is another house to which a morose and ungainly man called, I presume, Brown, brought his pretty young wife to keep her away from the attentions of other men. You must now contour round the high ground north of Brown's until you are in the valley of West Dart.
But we're not going to do that, right?
No, we're going to go straight up to Rough Tor, aren't we now? We're going to deviate from the plan a bit. We're going to go over to Rough Tor, cut out Flat Tor, and then we're going to go on to Devil's Tor. And then back down to these, which are the Beardown Tors. So that was Brown's hut, Brown's house. What did you think of that?
Well, I slept through most of it, so it's...
Well, that was a thankless little hill. It sort of put me in mind of the time we went out Bellstone and Cosden Beacons. There's a little hut at the top of a horrible hill, not too dissimilar to this. It's a rough tour. It's a bit rough, isn't it?
Right, isn't it? It's quite nice up here with these little tin huts and buildings. Feels a little bit civilised.
Yeah, old Brown should have brought his missus up here. They got proper locks on the hut doors.
You could have locked her in.
Yeah. Cheers, Rough Tor. Now we're going over to Devil's, west of this tour, then up along that ridge over to those lovely cluster of rocks there. There, do you think?
I reckon that is. I reckon that's the one we were looking at. Because there's that other little stone crop just down from it, look.
Yeah.
I reckon that is greatness.
Cocks and roos in the background.
Yeah. So last time I was camped, that's where I was camped.
And the fair size, isn't he, Nath?
Must go a fair way.
Oh, he's quite thin as well.
Yeah, must go a fair way in to stay up.
It's like 2001. Nice little granite corridor. Summon on off it! This is not so good walking. Can't see these Tors really high a minute ago, and look ahead of us now. There doesn't seem to be anything there. There they are. There's some rocks. They look further than they did a minute ago. It's getting cold. Very, very cold. Looks like there's rain coming in over there. Getting off of this bloody old bleak bit of land over here. So these are Beardown Tors, Nath.
Yeah.
Sort of stood in the middle of them here.
This one here on the map is shown as being the tallest one,
Yeah.
but we like tour bagging, so we'll do all three, won't we?
Yeah, it's still free. It's funny that Beardown Tors are all here, yet the Beardown Standing stone was bloody miles away.
Wouldn't it? Seems like it took forever to get here.
Yeah. Who's up there? I was going to go to the other one, and we was going to do a joint something or nothing. So here's the second of the Beardown Tors.
I ain't shouting this time. There's
No.
3 people over there. Yeah, I'll film you with that doing it.
Summon on it! I've done it. It's our thing.
Yeah, it's Dartmoor.
So this is it, Beardown 3. We're almost at camp.
It's been a long day, hasn't it?
It has been a long day. There he is. We're going to take a summit each again. It does look like he's slightly higher, but a foot. But there's most of the area we've covered today. Old clouds coming in. Oh, he's gone. He's fell off. Oh, there he is.
Animals and that, I get. And, you know, everything else Disney does. And, don't record this shit. I don't want to put that on there.
I just thought I would. He's talking about why he doesn't like cars. He doesn't get the idea of a Porsche getting it on with a NASCAR. He said the animals he can understand. Talking animals, it's fine. Not cars. It's overstepped a boundary, that, isn't it?
It seems a bit weird, doesn't it? She's got that little bit of...
She's cute though, isn't she? If you had to with a car, that'd be her, wouldn't it? There's Wistman's Wood. You're over. Oh, voice me up.
You right?
Jar me back, you no, thanks.
It's like once we get the other side of that wall, everything's going to be fine.
Oh yeah. Oh, you right? Can you do that again? I just filmed away from you then. This is something or nothing territory, isn't it?
That's the money shot right there, isn't it? How was that for you?
I loved that, every minute of that. I never quite walked through anything like it. Look at him, like a ballerina going across there.
Trev's failed river crossing, take 1.
Made it, mate.
F***ing made it.
What's this, Nathan?
Oh, Wistman's wood.
Tis you. Well, here we are, Wistman's Wood. Funny little place. Oh, we've possibly found an area to camp on. Nate's having a look further over. See, there he goes.
Looks pretty good where you are, mate.
Yeah. It's about the best of it, is it? Cordage. Can you talk us through what you're doing here, Nate?
I don't really know because I've never done this before. I am trying to work out a way generating support for my tarp without using a tree or something, which is what I'd normally do.
So, where did you get this tarp from?
I get a lot of my stuff from army surplus. I think it was something like £25.
Hold that. So I'm not just a spare prick.
Like some clever dick, I've done these all in f***ing figure of 8 knots because of my penis.
Because of your penis.
So that's where I'm sleeping tonight.
Well done, Nath. You see how easy he made that? Look, watch me in a minute trying to put a tent up. I don't know what he's up to over there, whittling. I'm sure he'll tell us in a minute. I've started putting the tent together. Well, here we are, his base camp for the night.
Alright, boy.
Happy?
We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know in the morning on that one, yeah?
Good luck.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
That's Nath's view. You can look over there to my nice warm snug tent. I can't see him, that's the beauty of it. And Nath kindly donated me his Van Gogh Mirage 200. Loads of room, I can sprawl out. There's me bed.
We've been discussing since we stopped and set the tents up. We're both feeling a bit battered from the day. Trev's pack has been awkward on his back. My left shoulder's giving me grief. I've got sort of rubbing going on my hips. So we're going to try and reduce the weight of the bag, and I think one of the key things we can do is, because we're just grabbing every piece of food available and just shoving it into our packs, aren't we? And it is, let's be honest, it's taking up a lot of space, isn't it?
Yeah, well, when I took my lunchbox out of my bag, it was like 2 kilos. Cornish pasty, fuel, quark with fruit. That's what we're having for breakfast, Nate. These things. More Belvitas, we've got coffees, Snickers, the main meal tonight. Just a bachelor's pasta and sauce. Don't need all that.
And then there's another box of melon in, isn't there?
Melon doesn't weigh nothing compared to that box.
Alright, mate, I take it back.
Yeah, leave the melon out of it. Well, we got the MSR going.
I think eventually.
You think eventually. Eventually you think.
Yeah, so basically I act impulsively without thought.
And you
in the end,
think eventually.
yeah, eventually I think.
I think I'm probably the same.
That's why we're here on a Good Friday when no one else around in the middle of the moors, cold, wet and tired.
God, it's steaming there, you waste invaluable liquid. Well, it's been a long time coming, this coffee.
What the f*** is that flavour?
Tastes like my old f***ing water from last time, doesn't it? Should we do another one? I'm not drinking that shit. Round 3 with the coffees. That was going to be the first thing we done when we got here. Strange little woods. Loads of boulders in there. It's like, it only looks like something out of Lord of the Rings. I know we said that before. Down at White Tor Copse, Wistman's Wood. One of 3 stunted oak forests on Dartmoor. Oh, it's something else. Well, that's it. in for the night, so's the rain. Now knuckle down for the night, get some sleep. But I was thinking about telling you a story, one of the Dartmoor Legends. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. This legend starts in the Tavistock Inn, Poundsgate, on the morning of Sunday, October 21st, 1638. It's quite a long time ago. They heard the sound of a galloping horse approaching. Then suddenly the door burst open and a tall, dark stranger entered. There was something sinister and foreboding about him. But the people of the inn shrugged it off as the stranger ordered a tankard of ale. He paid with gold and raised the tankard to his lips. As the beer went down his throat, there was a loud sizzling noise, and the locals drew back in horror and astonishment. Within a moment the pot was empty, and the devil, for it was surely him, swept out of the bar, and the sound of his horse galloping off towards Widdicombe could be heard in the silent inn. Later, when the landlady opened her till, after drawing a great many pints to calm the nerves of her customers, she discovered that the gold given to her by the stranger had turned to withered autumnal leaves. The scene now shifts to Widdicombe Church, and a young dissolute tinner called Jan Reynolds, who was a heavy drinker and gambler, with a weakness for the cards and the girls. It appears he sold his soul to the devil to pay off his numerous debts, forgetting, as is often the case, that eventually there has to be a day of reckoning. A terrible storm blew in with ferocious winds, thunder and lightning. The congregation cowered in their pews, and then, with a loud explosion, the devil appeared through a hole in the roof, seized Jan by the scruff of his neck. With a final thunderbolt, the devil rode off with Jan in tow, sending the pinnacle to which he had tied his horse crashing down into the churchyard. They were sighted passing over the Warren House Inn, the last hostelry Jan Reynolds was ever to see, and then he vanished forever. Take the story as you will, but there are parish records of a terrible storm on Sunday, October the 21st, 1638, in which 4 people were killed and 62 injured at Widdicombe Church. The storm has a place in the Guinness Book of Records as the worst tornado to have ever taken place in Great Britain. Night night.
Well, that was a cold night. I wonder how our big boy got on out there. Let's have a look.
Oh, you've got a hell of a cold. My nose is now bunging right up.
Oh no. Is it not a good night out there?
It was alright.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was you warm?
Yeah, I've not been cold at any point.
I was freezing.
Really?
Yeah, it was cold in here last night. Oh, look. That's what Nath was whittling his sticks for last night. Putting his boots upside down so water didn't get in them. Ingenious, aren't you, Nath?
Ray Mears.
No, you're not.
So you like my story about Jan Reynolds last night, did I, and the devil?
I heard he telling about Jan and selling his soul.
I said, did he sell his soul to the devil, old John Reynolds, and be selling his soul, get over?
Get on, Jan, you been selling your soul again, a bit, boy.
Is that what we've been paid? Been selling his soul?
I'm getting up.
I'll put the Mission Impossible theme tune over the top. Got to tidy all this shit up, yeah, as well.
But there you go. Camp dismantled. The Van Gogh Mirage 200. I think last time as a 2-man tent it worked well. It's warm, I didn't get cold. Last night on my own, freezing in there. It was easy to get up, easy to get down. It's a generous bag. This opens all across the top, so you can shove your tent easily in it. Didn't take no time packing away, did it?
No, you don't have to fiddle around with rolling it, re-rolling it, trying to get it the right size to get in there. You just wedge it in, chuck the poles and the pegs on top, done.
2k walk back to the car, homeward bound. Oh, we got a breakfast first. fuel protein quark with fruit. What the hell quark is, I don't know.
Smells palatable. It's thick. It's quite fruity, isn't it? It is just like drinking a yogurt, isn't it?
Like a smoothie. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect of it. In the first mouthful was sort of like, what's going in my mouth?
It reminds me of my uncle.
You see how we've lowered the tone? Just drinking a yogurt that you drink. Can't say I'm pleased to have this pack on me back again.
There's the car!
Ah, still there. It's always good to see the car at the end of a long walk.
Nathan,
Trevsy,
we've Dartmoored the f*** out of it again.
another job well done, wasn't it?
That was one of the hardest we've done.
Yeah.
Struggled a bit, didn't we?
Right, I think there was some good lessons learned this weekend, wasn't there? Like, you know, weight.
We saw some good tours.
Yeah, lots of tours. It felt like we've done a lot of tours.
So thank you for watching. Keep watching, keep commenting, liking and
Subscribe.
subscribing. Arrivederci.
See you again.
See ya.